A very warm good morning to all my dear students. I hope you all are fine. I hope you have prepared your previous chapter. As you know that we are continuing with the chapter number 14, that is chemical effects of electric current. We have done many of the topics, like we have discussed about the electric tester, we have discussed about the classification of liquids as good conductors and bad conductors. So today we have done many activities related with this, and today we are moving on to the topic that is terms commonly used in describing chemical effects of electric current. So here in this topic we will discuss that current gives chemical effect and what are the terms that needs to be understood for understanding the particular topic. So let us start our class today. So terms commonly used in describing chemical effects of current. The first term that is used is ions. See, what are ions? When an atom's lose means getting out, gain, when we receive something. So when an atom lose or gain electrons, it forms ions. So electrons are the negative particles that are present in the outer part, outer shell. Electrically charged atoms or group of atoms. So there are two types of ions. First one is cations and second one is anions. So first of all we'll be discussing about cations. Cations are positively charged ions. So what happens when we get positive charge? When we donate something, जब हम किसी को कोई चीज़ donate करते हैं, दान करते हैं, when we donate something, then it is cations. When we receive something, when we are asking for some favor, then we become negatively charged. This is the one way of remembering the thing. Cations, when we give something, we get positive charge. Anions will become when electrons are gained. It becomes negatively charged ion. So there are two types of ions, cations and anions. Now moving on to the second term, that is electrolytes. These are the terms which we will use in this chemical effect of current. Second term we are using is electrolytes. What are electrolytes? These are the chemical compounds whose molecule ionize into positively and negatively charged ions. ये वो chemical compound है which will get dissociate into positive and negative charged ions in a solution. So they are chemical compounds which conduct electricity when dissolved in water. Molten means in liquid state. And an electrolyte produces ions when it dissolves in water. Suppose I am talking about sodium chloride, which we call it a common salt. This is the common name. Which is dissolved in water, it produces sodium ions and chloride ions. Sodium ions are cations. Here we come to know that cations means they are positively charged. They are donating the electrons, and when they receive electrons, so chloride is receiving electrons, it becomes negative charge. So this is the electrolyte. See, you can see the diagram here that anions and cations are separated when dissolved in water. Now the next part is non-electrolytes. What are non-electrolytes? Non-electrolytes are some compounds such as glucose and alcohol dissolved in water but do not form ion. So such compounds which do not conduct electricity when dissolved in water or they do not dissociate into ions, they are known as electrolytes. And you can see the figure Here they do not dissociate to form the ions, so no electricity would be conducted. So that is why they are known electrolytes. Next is electrolysis. Beta, these are general terms that you must know before studying the chemical effect. So what is electrolysis? See, lysis means breakdown. Electro means on passing the electric current. The decomposition of an electrolyte, when an electrolyte dissociates into cations and anions, when electric current is passed through it, it is called electrolysis. We have just learned that electric current is passed through an aqueous solution of common salt. Right now, in the previous lecture, we have discussed the activity that when in the distilled water we add some common salt, it starts conducting electricity. So it means it decomposes into sodium and chloride ions, whereas sodium are cations, positively charged ions, and chlorides are negatively charged ions. The next term that we must discuss is electrodes. See, what are electrodes? The metal rods or plates through which the current enters or leave. These are the plates through which either current enters or leaves. So it is a electrode. It is of two type, cathode and anode. So don't get confused with cations and anions. These are the electrons that we have discussed. Now we are discussing about electrodes. So cathode is connected to the negative terminal. So during electrolysis, the positively charged ions, cations present in the electrolyte move toward the cathode. क्योंकि cathode जो है वो negative terminal से connected है and positive attracts negative, so positively charged ions कौन से होते हैं? cations. They will move towards the cathode, and negatively charged ions, which are anions, they move towards the anode. So anode is the positive terminal. It is connected to the positive terminal of the battery. The next is voltmeter. It is called an electrolytic cell. I'll show you the diagram also. It is a glass or plastic container containing two electrodes. We have discussed that there are two type of electrodes, anode and cathode. So the voltmeter, what is the function of a voltmeter? Voltmeter converts electrical energy into chemical energy, and in this the process of electrolysis is carried out. I will explain this with the help of this diagram. You can see here, what you will see here, these are electrodes. This is cathode, means it is connected to the negative terminal. These are anode, connected to the positive terminal. Now see that where positive are moving, these positive are moving towards this negative terminal, and these negative and ions are moving towards this, and electrolyte is also here. So this is about voltmeter. So this is about this topic. Now we will discuss about the effects of electric current. An electric current produce the following effects. I have told you in the very beginning in the introductory class that electric current also produce heating effect, magnetic effect and chemical effect. Here in this chapter we will concentrate our studies towards the chemical effect only. But before discussing the effects of chemical current, let me have a brief recap of heating effect and magnetic effect. See beta, example of heating effect is in iron. When we switch on the iron, electricity is passed through it, it becomes hot and it is used to iron our clothes. So this is the heating effect of electricity. And when we use the magnetic compass to find out, whenever in the modification of tester we have seen that we can use the magnetic compass to detect very small current. So this is the magnetic effect. Now we will discuss the chemical effect. See what happens when an electric current is passed through an electrolyte, chemical reaction takes place. This is called the chemical effect of electric current. Now how we can study this chemical effect? We have to take two rods, copper wire, battery, beaker, sandpaper, common salt and distilled water. Now what you will do, first of all we will discuss the method, then I will show you the arrangement also, how you have to arrange these things. Take some distilled water in a beaker. I have taken a beaker and I have add a pinch of common salt to the water. What happens to this water? Because distilled water do not conduct electricity, so we have added a pinch of common salt so that the solution can conduct electricity. Break and open two dry discarded cells. Take out carbon rods carefully and clean their metal caps with sandpaper. Okay. Now what you have to do? You have to wrap copper wires around the metal caps of the carbon rods and join them to a battery. Now immerse the electrodes in the solution. Make sure that the metal caps of the carbon rods are outside the water. Now I will show you the arrangement, how you have to arrange it. See, this is the beaker. You have to take two carbon rod. This is the metal cap. So this type of arrangement is required. What you will see? You will see the gas bubbles. Here I can see the gas bubbles near the electrodes after some time. When the battery is there, the current start passing, I can see these bubbles. Further test confirmed that the gas evolved at the cathode is hydrogen gas and that at anode is oxygen. So what we can see, that there is a decomposition. Decomposition means breakdown of the electrolyte, bringing about the following reaction. What happens? Water with a pinch of salt, when electric current is passed through it is dissociate or decomposed. It is breakdown into hydrogen and oxygen. Hydrogen gas is formed at cathode and oxygen gas is formed at anode. So what we conclude, that when electric current is passed through a electrolyte solution, it decomposes. When electricity is passed through water, it decomposes into hydrogen and oxygen. Okay, so this is about the effects of electric current. Now we will move on to the next topic in the next class. Till then, you can read this topic carefully and revise this topic. Thank you.